to kill you. It's the part of yourself that's on the other side of death and is trying to kill you right now. It's on the other side of death, which is only the part of the process that you don't understand yet. You already were born and you remember it, even though you don't really know. So right now, you already remember being born, but you need to figure out what's going to happen when you die before you die, so that when you die, you can observe it happen. If you can observe it happen as you die, the only way that happens is you will yourself to die. The masters realize this, and sometimes they go into hermitage where they forget how to live. They go into the hermitage and forget how to live and develop a way that involves licking rocks. They go into the woods and they keep licking rocks, and somebody goes out and finds them. And they say, hey, you're just licking rocks. Why are you out there just licking these rocks? And you're licking rocks and the rocks taste like salt, and you keep on licking the rocks that taste like salt. You're eating something that doesn't taste any good, but for some reason you just continue to survive. You go on living and living and living, and you just continue to survive like a turtle. Somebody comes out in the woods and they find a turtle. You're the turtle and you're out in the woods. You figured out how to live for a long time because you just move slow and you continue to move. There's another thing. It lives in a different way. It's called a hare. It moves very fast. Children are like hares. They want to move extremely fast because that's how they do what they do. The adults see the children come out from the starting gate. They fire out of the vagina and run at full speed. They run at full speed towards the grave in front of them, and they leap headfirst directly into the grave. Before they leap into the grave, they don't look over their shoulder to see the next person popping out of the great vagina, because they don't want to acknowledge the fact that everyone's mom is the same, that their mom and the vagina is gross. The grave that they're headed to is gross, but the vagina that they came out of is totally gross. The thing that they are, running from the vagina to the grave, is actually a beast. The thing that they are is a beast. It's running. It's running from the vagina to the grave. No one knows why it's running. It just has to slow down somewhere in between the vagina and the grave. It comes out of the great vagina. The great vagina pre-exists vaginas. It's not a vagina. It's the great thing. It's the great space. It's the space from whence everything came. The thing comes out. What is it? It's a baby. So the mother was first. The mother was first. It was a space. The thing had to come out of a space unless the space came out of a thing. Unless at one point the thing and the space were exactly the same. There was no father, there was no mother, there was just the one thing, and it was totally cool all by itself. It was sitting there cool, and it was totally cool all by itself and doing its thing. It continued to do its thing all by itself, and it just did the thing by itself.